Hey y'all, anger. Anger is a terrible, terrible thing. It's also a wonderful instrument. It's a wonderful tool. But I need to remind you all first that you are never punished for your anger. You are always punished by your anger. I have spoken about this before, but I don't think that many people get it. You are whipping yourself up with your own belt, strap, whatever it is, when you become angry, when you are angry. When you are out of control and you know it, that is when you have to stop yourself. That is when you have to stop lying to your fucking self and say, you know something, I need to deal with my shit. Because you are never, ever angry for the reason you believe. And I have discovered this because of my own rage that I grew up with against all the injustices that lived inside of me. Now, I think I can say with absolute certainty that I am in control of it some of the time. When I'm not, I know it. And that's when I know to keep my mouth shut. That's when I know that I have to go somewhere and just be by myself, carry on and have my tantrums like a little 3-year-old, and then come back clean and rested. The only problem is, most of you do not do that. And that is your biggest problem. There is nothing wrong with anger. There is nothing wrong with feeling anger. Because in my youth, in my younger days, from early teens, I let everyone have it. But then, as I grew, I understood, because when you're angry, you're whipping people up, huh? You're whipping them, you're beating them down. I mean, you're stomping them into the ground when you are angry. And of course, everybody gets it. Everybody gets the whip. I learned to channel my anger so that that anger literally became a hot knife to cut through all the bullshit. That anger is what led to my suicidal depression as well. Yeah, I went through a lot of crap, you know, and the suicidal depression was the result of it, the result of stifling my anger, the result of rapes and other violation in my young years, etc., etc., the injustices I felt, all the resentment and all that tralala, old story. But I'm telling you this to say that it is those things that are underneath that in fact are fueling the anger when you get triggered. So I want you all to remember this today. Bless yourself when you feel angry. Forgive yourself when you fly into a rage, when you are lashing out at everyone, and particularly when you cannot express and say what the fuck you're feeling. That is a problem. And you know why? Because that anger goes right back to your childhood years when, again, you did not have words to express and say how you felt. Children can't say how what they feel, you know. They don't have the words. So the emotions rise up. And the best thing to do, here's the best thing to do when you feel anger and your rage is out of control. You take a few deep breaths to calm yourself. You find a way to get into a calm state. Even if you're not calm, but breathe a few times. Then you picture the person in front of you that you say you are angry with. And you look at yourself first, and you bring up 3 things about yourself that you do not like, that you're always beating yourself up for. You picture violet light, deep violet light in your palm, and you say, disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate. You are picturing those 3 things as a cloud. You disintegrate them permanently. Now you picture 3 qualities about yourself that you admire. And you praise yourself for them. You do it quite a few times until you are feeling good, and then you smile. You smile at your heart, and that's it for you. Because you have to be brutally honest always with yourself. Then now you look at the person in front of you, and you picture 5 things about that person. Yes, I have brought this up before. Picture and think of 5 things about the person that you admire. Name them as you picture your palm filled with violet light. You name them 5 as if they are 5 different people, and you simply say disintegrate using the violet light in your palm, and you disintegrate each and every one completely 5 times. Then you think of the 5 things that you do not like about the person. You disintegrate them with your palm filled with violet light. This is mechanical. You don't have to go into a zone or anything like that. This works because it's all about energy. When you think about the 5 qualities of the person that you like, the 5 good things about the person, and you say, I praise you for it. I praise you for this quality. I praise you for this quality. And you picture golden light and you shine it on that person. What you are actually doing is replacing the 5 negative qualities. And I remind you all, this is not difficult, huh? Just listen and repeat. Because I want to remind you all of something that's very, very important, and it's this. Whenever you think badly about someone, it doesn't matter. Sure, they deserve it, okay, fine. They could have been in a shitty mood. They have stuff going on that they haven't shared. Or they are just bitches. If you want to improve your relationship with the person, just to have everything going smoothly, remember that nobody is perfect. You don't know what's going on in their lives, particularly if they haven't shared. If you're working with that person, if you have to interact with that person, I highly urge you all to do this process. Because whenever you think negatively about someone, whenever you keep thinking about the things that this person did and what a so-and-so they are, etc., you are literally pelting stones at the person, and it's landing in their energy field, I assure you. And it is going to make them worse. So I'm going to end by repeating. You put yourself into the picture first and be brutally honest and think of 3 things about yourself that you do not like. You picture your palm full of deep violet light and you say disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate completely. You must use the word completely. Cut. Then you think of 3 things you do admire about yourself. And you picked your golden light and you shine that golden light onto these 3 qualities about yourself. Then you picture the person in front of you that you do not like, who is pissing you off, who was so enraged, who was so angry, who was so whatever. And you picture you think of the 5 qualities, the 5 things about them that's positive. And you picture them as 5 different people. And you picture golden light shining on these 5 persons. Yeah, because there are 5 qualities, etc. There are 5. Think of them as 5 people. It will be easier. And you make sure that you shine golden light onto these 5 aspects of this person. And smile. And just keep saying, I bless you for these qualities. I bless you for these qualities. I bless you for these qualities. Now you pick your 5 things you do, 5 qualities that this bitch has. You picture them as 5 separate entities in front of you. Or 5 gray clouds, which is easier. 5 gray clouds. You picture your palm filled with violet light. And you say, disintegrate, disintegrate, disintegrate these qualities completely. Cut. You do that as long as necessary. 3 to 5 times you should do it. And then you go back to the positive qualities again. And say, and keep saying, I praise you for these qualities. I praise you for being such a good person. I praise you for being so generous. I praise you for always saying good morning. Whatever, it doesn't matter how small, as long as it's a positive quality. It doesn't matter what it is. You will notice that by the time you do this 3 times or 5 times, that you feel better about the person. And you smile when you think of the positive qualities this person has. That's it. Go practice this. It is life-changing. And I remind you all again, whenever you think negatively about someone, the person feels it. Because everything is energy, you are literally throwing a ball of negative energy at the person, and it is landing in their aura. They're going to know it, they're going to feel it, and when they meet you, they're going to know it's you. On that note, namaste. Ciao. Oh, well, I can't seem to disconnect. Okay, all right. So we're going to say ciao for now, people.